Run for your life. Run for your life. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. If you guys can hear me, let me know you can hear me in the comments. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me see if y'all can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Yep. Y'all can hear me. Come on in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Content disclose my own. Thank you. Come on in, guys. Hi. Hello. Where are you watching from? Hey, the Black Toxic. Hello. I'm all ears. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, guys. So I wanted to touch, but hey, guys, happy Friday. When you come in, tap the screen for me. We are live on all social media platforms today. So y'all give it up for YT, TT, FB, IG. Hey, Denise from Arkansas. Y'all give it up for everybody in the chat and on all the other social medias. Okay. So guys, make sure you tap the screen when you come in. And I'm not sure how IG works. Do you guys share lives on IG and YouTube? I have no idea. Help your girl out though. Help your girl out. Help your girl out today because I'm not sure how they do that over there on IG. Hey, me. Anyway, guys, so it's a couple things that I wanted to touch bases on. First of all, if you're new to the chat, if you're new to the call, thank you so much. I am Coach Portia. I am the income creator out here in these streets. I show people how to get a bag and keep a bag if they want a bag. If you want a bag, comment below. If you want to keep a bag, comment below. So what I wanted to do, guys, it's very important because you guys know I'm a specimen collector and instructor, but I have a lot of people that watch my content and they get a lot of gems from me as well. However, there's also a lot of people that are, in the shadows and they are certified, but they still don't understand what they have. So I try my best to get on this platform to just educate everyone so they can understand what it is that they have, how powerful your skill is. Don't allow it to collect dust because you should be getting a bag out here. You are needed. You don't need any type of medical background. You don't need a building. You can do this as a mobile business, okay? And mobile testers are winning. So if you are certified, you should be certified in both to do collections for Department of Transportation as well as non-DOT. I know that a lot of companies, they do sell the courses separately. So sometimes when people purchase a course, they think that they're certified in both, but they find out, oh my gosh, I'm only certified in one, right? So I'm only certified to do one. So I'm here to show you guys and help you guys and understand how you should be marketing your business, what companies need you, why these industry need you, and why it's so important for you to show up to these locations because on-site testers are needed. Okay. So first of all, guys, let's touch on this right quick because everybody want to know how much they're gonna get paid. So let's just do that right quick. Okay. So being is that you'll be doing collections for both DOT and non-DOT. For DOT collections, hey Ashley, from DOT collections, we're charging anywhere between $125 to $250 plus per collection. Okay. This is your business. You can charge whatever you want to charge. Okay. For non-DOT, we're charging anywhere between $55 to $85 plus, okay, per collection. Guys, after hours, charge $1,000. Okay, I used to say to charge $500, but no, charge $1,000. Charge $1,000. Look, I was shortchanging myself, right? So make sure you charge $1,000. And I say this because listen, You're dealing with businesses here, right? These are businesses that we are dealing with. So if a company calls you because if they call you in the middle of the night, right, or after hours, it's for a post-accident collection. Okay. So if they're calling you like that, baby, if you pick up the phone, they want to deal with you, period. They want to deal with whoever picks up the phone. If you certified and qualified and you pick up the phone, they want you and they want to pay you before you even leave the house. So it just reminds me of when my student a month ago, she received a phone call to do a post-accident for a helicopter crash that happened in Hartford, Illinois, I think, Hartford, Illinois. So she was the first responder for that. So being is that she went to that location in the middle of the night, she only did 3 collections, guys, but she made over $1,800 for that one location, only for 3 people, right? So after hours, guys, don't be afraid to charge what you charge. You are dealing with companies that have millions of dollars, okay? And this is something that they know they have to do. Point blank in the period. So charge what you charge. Got it? And y'all understand what I say? Comment below what I said. I want to make sure y'all following me. Drop some bags below if you heard what I said. Charge what you charge. If you listen, if you want to stay out of the struggle, you got to have something to sell, for sale, of service, and something to offer to a business. Y'all click the likes, hit the like. I need to make sure I ain't talking to myself because I can just get off of here. If I'm talking to myself, am I talking to myself today? I'm just saying. Am I talking to myself today? I'm just saying because we over here on IG and YT. And we on TT. Y'all over here or y'all not over here? What's up? Let me know. Are y'all here? What's going on? Anyway, guys, so we're going to talk about the benefits of testing. Thank you, Ashley. Come on now. They listen. They don't be wanting to show the girl no love or what? It's cool. I got you. Anyway, guys, so we're going to talk about the benefits of testing in rural areas. So when you're certified, okay, especially for DOT collections, let me get this part out of the way right quick, okay? You are certified to do collections for anybody in transportation, okay? So anybody that drives a big truck, period. Yes, we're going to get into marketing in just a second. Anyone that drives a big semi truck, anyone that flies a plane, anyone that operates a train, public transportation, in school bus, they have to get mandatory tests. It's mandated by law. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's mandated by law. So no matter what's going on in this world, no matter what companies close down, no matter how many people lose their job, when it comes to this industry, it is mandated by law, federal, hello, that they must get a test every quarter, which is every 3 months. So listen, guys, just know this, with this skill under your belt, you are needed every 3 months. You are needed at random. You are needed for pre-employment testing. You're needed for reasonable suspicion, post-accident, and other. Are y'all hearing me? With this skill under your belt, you are always needed. Okay? Got it? And that's for DOT. Non-DOT is going to be anybody that does not have a CDL license. Anybody in medical, you got plumbers, you got electricians, anybody in government, you got schools, you got sports, anybody operating heavy machinery. Guys, the list goes on and on and on. Okay? So we're going to touch on these rural areas because a lot of people, they say, well, can I do this in a rural area? First of all, when you get certified, your certification is valid in all 50 states for 5 years, okay? For 5 years. And we're going to touch on these rural areas because, guys, there's so much money to be made in the rural areas. The people in the rural areas, people don't think about them, okay? Because there's so much money in the city. Y'all tap the screen. Tap the screen when you come on in here. I'm finna give y'all some gems now. Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Use them fingers. Put them to work. Walk them across that screen, baby. Twerk. Twerk your fingers on that screen. Twerk. Baby, play the piano. Do whatever. Do something. Thank you for the badge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the badge. Okay. All right. All 50 states for 5 years. Everybody wants to be in the city. Don't nobody want to be out there in the rural areas. So much money in the city. Too much money in the city. Okay. So they like, dang, I ain't gotta go I ain't gotta go way over there to get to no bag. But guess what, guys? It's an untapped bag in the rural areas. Why? Listen, some of these companies, they have to drive 30, 45 miles, some of them 50 miles to get to a testing facility. Okay. So you showing up, hello, certified and qualified, you are the answer to their prayers. You are the solution. Okay. Because you have to realize these people in rural areas, they have to go get their employers tested too. But guess what? They have deadlines that they have to meet. They got projects that they're trying to complete. And when they get a notification that they have to send their workers to an on-site location that's 45 miles away, that's an issue. That's an issue because now that's a disruption in their workflow. Hello. Now, this is a pain point. This is a disruption in their workflow. Here's another pain point. If they have someone on their clock that's doing a little smoke and a pancake, guess what they're going to do? On the way to the on-site location or physical location, they're going to stop by somebody's store, somebody's shop, and get some synthetic urine. This is a pain point. This is something that happens in the industry. Okay. So you showing up, you are the solution to their problems. Okay. So benefits of testing in rural areas, it enhances workplace safety. It reduces workplace accidents, especially in industries like construction. Where my construction workers at? Transportation and manufacturing. Guys, that's high risk. And guess what? They're in the rural areas. Hello. It also increased productivity because employees are more reliable and efficient when working in a drug-free environment. Hello, are y'all hearing me? I'm just giving y'all the benefits. Hello. Also, guys, all these companies, they want lower insurance costs. Okay. If they're not testing their employees on a regular, their premiums are going to be higher. Not only that, these companies, a lot of these huge companies, especially in construction and stuff like that, they're getting paid, they're on contracts. And these companies that they have contracts with, they want to make sure that their employees ain't smoking in the pancake, ain't high on the clock, baby. Because these things matter. Because if you mess up, you messing with our money too. So this is something that they have to have. Hello, compliance with regulations. So it helps business stay compliant. So what are you doing? You're making sure that they stay compliant. You're making things more convenient for them so they can avoid hefty fines. And I'm not talking about no $100 fine. No. No, I'm not talking about $200. No. They're not getting traffic ticket fines. They're getting hit with 16,000 plus per violation. Hello, these companies are getting hit big. So you don't even have to come to these locations and try to get in the door by saving them some money. Like they don't really care nothing about that because they're spending plenty of money already on testing. Not only that, they have to send their people off. But if they get hit with that violation, that's a big fine. This is what they don't want. They don't want that big fine and they don't want to have their doors closed. They don't want to force being closed because they're out of compliance. But guess what? 9 times out of 10, every business that you approach, they will be out of compliance. I'm just keeping it real. I can keep it real. When me and my husband first started our trucking company, he was the only one driving. I get a notification that he need to go get a test. He get a random, he got to go get a test within an hour or two, baby. We can't do that. We didn't do it because we chasing a bag. We got to get these containers in and out. We got to get this load dropped out. We got a deadline on this. We got to get, baby, no, I'm just keeping it real. You see what I'm saying? So this happens all the time. So if we would have gotten an audit or an auditor would have contacted us within that same day, I want to see your portal. I need a screenshot. Where is this employee? Why hasn't this employee went to go get a test? Is the employee going to get a test? That is what happens. So they don't know when an auditor is going to show up, baby. So their fingers are crossed every day. So you showing up as the solution, certified and qualified, you are the answer to their prayers. Hello. It also prevents companies from hiring employees who may pose a risk due to substance use. Guys, this is what's happening out here. Hello. Hello. And do y'all not really realize how many companies utilize testing services and they need testing service? Millions. Millions. This is a $9.6 billion industry the last time I checked. I need to look at the numbers again. Hello. Also, they have a stronger reputation in the community for being a drug-free workplace. Remember what I tell y'all when y'all market. When you decide to market your business and go and offer that one free random test to get your foot in the door, one free one, so you can go ahead and charge them for the other ones. What I tell you to have, get you some stickers from Sticker Mule that say drug-free workplace, or put it on a little certificate and put it in a frame from the Dollar Tree, baby. They would love to hang that up on their wall. It's recognition. Hello, men die for it, babies cry for it. It is what it is. I'm just saying. Listen to the words that's coming out of my mouth. Other pain points. So limited access to testing centers. Employees may have to travel long distance to get tested. Guys, and you ain't got no competition in the rural areas. None. Because ain't nobody going out there. Listen, when I used to go B2B, business to business, I would go to the rural areas. They used to be so happy to see me. They'd be like, oh my gosh, no one ever comes out here. I know, baby, and I will sew it up. Do you hear me? I will sew up shop, baby. They happy to see you. No one's coming out there. No one is thinking about them at all. They'll be like, somebody call and say they're coming, but they don't come. Or no, we'll call and they'll say somebody gonna come out here, but they don't come. They not coming because they chasing the money in the city. You ain't got no, listen, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're single, married, got adult children. I don't know. But if you listen, tell your spouse, tell your girlfriend, tell somebody, well, listen, I need to go out here and go on a rural tour for 2 weeks. Baby, even though we separated, you say that you wait, don't get nobody no loving. Why I be, well, I'm trying to get this back. Go on a rural tour, hello, for about 2 weeks and sew up shop before you get to the rural area. Who's it that asked me about marketing? We're going over some marketing right now. Before you even get to the rural area, make your presence known before you get there. Did you know you could get a billboard in a rural area for $75? Starting at $75. You can get a radio on the radio over there for $35. Hello, get in the newspaper. Make your presence known before you get there. So when you get there, be like, oh my gosh, I seen your billboard. Oh my God. Yeah, I heard you on the radio. I heard your ad on the radio. We're so happy you are here. Hello. Higher operational costs, on-site testing, or mobile testing may come with additional expenses. Hello. So what does that mean? Hello. They need somebody to come out. If they try to do it, it's gonna be a little bit more for them. They need you to come out. Lack of awareness. Many businesses don't know the legal requirements or benefits of testing. They don't. Everybody got a job. They started their company so they can make money doing construction, so they can do plumbing or whatever it is, the business that it is. Baby, they just listen. Everybody got a job. They don't know the requirements. They don't know that. They ain't trying to know that. So that's where you come in at, right? That's why when they get an audit, they shake it. So when you show up, you let them know, hey, I'm gonna also have you audit ready with all your documentation ready. Boom. That's a ringing to their ears. That's a ringing, baby. That's, oh, wait a minute. Because they listen, I got everything set up for you so you can be audit ready. Here's all your documentation. That's what they want. Hello. Also, some workers may feel drug testing is listen, they feel like it ain't necessary, but they still got to kill their butt over there and do it. It don't matter. They got to carry their butt over there and do it. But if you show up, they ain't got to worry. They ain't got to go through the hassle of driving 45 miles out of the way. Then when they get to the city, they got to deal with city traffic. Then they got to get to the location and sit there about 4 or 5 hours because they got to wait in line. They don't get no seniority because they a priority. No, you're not a high priority because you drove 45 miles. You got to sit right here and wait like everybody else. Listen, anybody in transportation, they hate going to these labs to get a test because time is money. Anybody that's in business for themselves, Time is money. Heck, not listen. Even my ladies that they go get their hair braided, baby. Even when I go get my hair braided, I'll pay an extra $200 to get an extra 2 people on my head so I can get out of the chair. I don't want to sit there. I gotta go. Time is money. I don't want to sit here. So $200 put 4 people on my head. I got to go. I don't care. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing in business. Hello, hello, hello. It's the same thing in business. Small business may struggle to implement or maintain proper testing programs. They do. This is where you come in at. Hello. So solutions for overcoming the pain points. You the solution. Mobile testing services, bringing testing directly to the businesses to eliminate travel concerns. This is something you can put in your pamphlet. This is something you can put in the emails when you are talking to these companies. Put them in your pamphlets, put it in your flyers and your marketing material. Hello. Conducting workshops or webinars on compliance, guys. I tell you, that's another way to get your foot in the door. Hello. Audits, checks. Hello. Compliance audits. Get your foot in the door. Hello. Hello. You can collaborate with healthcare providers or offer testing at convenient locations. But guys, check this out. Y'all know the labs close at 5 o'clock, right? The labs are not there. They getting up out of there, baby. They got banking hours. They leaving at 5 o'clock. They ain't standing there. They're not open on weekends and they're not open on holidays. This is why they partner with us. And we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Flexible testing options. So you can offer both schedule or random testing to ensure compliance. Baby, you can stay on their road. Hello. And if you really want to go boss, you can just bring a location there. You can bring a location there. If you can come there and be a one-stop shop, if you bring a location to a rural area, you are already showing yourself as a pillar of the community. Why? Well, you're bringing a location there once, so now you got to pay rent there. Hello. You paying a light bill, you paying a water bill. So what that means, that money is going back into that community. So that's you're giving it an economic boost. Hello. If you decide to hire somebody in that area, now you paying them and they're spending their money in that area, right? So versus these companies, we just gonna say one because we know it's many. Say if it's one company that's say spending $60,000 per month on testing, okay? Let's say a month, let's say a year, okay, on testing. Now versus them taking $60,000 a year out of their community, okay, they'll never see a dime of that money again. But if you're at that area, then they're gonna see a little bit of that money because a little of that money is still circulating in that community. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Do y'all hear me? Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Okay. Cost of advertising in rural areas. Let's go over it. So local radio advertising, 235 to 1,500 per month, depending on who you're dealing with. Billboards, $75 to $1,000, depending on the location and the size. Guys, you can do Facebook and Google ads, $5 and $20 a day. Put your money where your mouth is. Newspaper ads, hello, $35 to $500, depending on who you're dealing with. Community sponsorships, events, fairs, churches, hello. Let them know, yeah, I would love for you guys. I would love to sponsor you guys, and all you have. And what they're gonna do in return? They're gonna promote your business at the church, at the fair, somewhere. Hello, put your money where your mouth is. Direct mail campaigns, 52 cents and $2 per mile. Guys, there's so many ways to market your business. Hello. Hello. Are y'all willing to market your business? Listen, your money will make money for you. I ain't never had a problem with investing in myself, especially not on no ads, baby. I run ads. Okay. I run ads. Your money gonna do exactly what you tell your money to do. If you tell if you tell your money to go buy you some food, it's gonna bring you some food. You tell your money to go make me money, it's gonna bring you more money. It's gonna bring you soldiers. Money could be a horrible master, but a loyal servant. Hello, a loyal servant and a horrible master. Which one you gonna allow it to be? Hello, money will go back and bring you more soldiers to bring you more money. Hello, put your money where your mouth is. People be scared to invest in themselves. Whoever you work for, they invest in themselves. Whoever you're working for that's paying you whatever they paying. When I was working, I was getting paid pennies on a dollar, nothing. I wasn't getting paid for $17 an hour when I was in corporate America, nothing. Okay, they was advertising. They was advertising. Everybody advertises. Everybody spend money. Any business in business, they're spending money some type of way, doing some form of marketing. There's no way that you can go out here and market and spend no money, right? Unless you're just gonna do word of mouth marketing. Okay, you can do that. But if you want to go fast, you go by yourself. You want to go further, you bring people with you. Bring your money, let it go and be 20 places at one time, right, for you. Hello. Okay. Fines for non-compliance. So businesses that fail to comply with federal testing, they look 16,000 per violation for DOT. They can potentially get suspension or they business shut down. Hello. And increased liability insurance. I told y'all, baby, they don't play. Or they can lose their insurance. Okay. Non-DOT business, their fines range from anywhere between $500 to $10,000 per violation. So loss of government contracts or business license. These people don't want to lose their contracts. They don't want to lose their contracts, and they do not want increased insurance premiums. And you know these insurance companies will kick you off your plan so fast. So fast. Okay, they get you up out of there. Okay, so let's talk about how you can help people in the rural area. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to talk about that. Hold on one second. Let me see. Okay, I guess we can talk about that. So I guess it's good for you to know why testing is critical. I mean, it's critical in rural areas. So protects workers and customers. Small communities thrive on trust in a. I got to be careful with this. Wait a minute, because AI. I got to be careful with this D word. Substance. We're going to say substance. Small communities thrive on trust, and a substance-free business prevents accidents and protection. Okay. And it protects the reputation. Guys, take mental notes. This is something you put in your pamphlets. This is education. This is information. Supports local hires. So screening ensures the right hires in a limited talent pool. And this happens too. A lot of companies waste a lot of money because they hire recruiters, right? To hire people. So they have to hire the recruiter hires somebody, and then when they get a test, then they fail. So versus them doing that, they can test them first. So they just won't lose money. They do that a lot. So improve community trust. When businesses invest in compliance, parents, school, and other officials take notice, especially at daycares, guys. One of my students, she's an instructor. She has her own lab. Her niche is the child care center. She has a lot of customers in child care. Why? Well, first of all, child care, these owners, they want to be able to use that as a selling tool as well. You as a parent, or if you're a parent or not, or whatever, you be thinking about other people's children. Wouldn't you be more, me as a parent, that would make me feel a little better knowing that the people that's watching my children ain't high. You see what I'm saying? So they use it as a tool. They have it on their website. They let their parents know, yes, we have a substance-free workplace. All of our providers here they all get tested, and they're subject to random testing at any time. You see what I'm saying? So that makes any parent feel better knowing, okay, whew, okay, good. That's good. So trust me, they politicking. Okay, so help them politic. Understand? Help them politic. Okay, help them politic. Increase mobile service demand. With no local clinics nearby, a mobile certified collector can dominate the region. Y'all should be dominating that space. Where my soldiers at? Where are my soldiers that want to dominate this space? Hello, they ain't got they don't have any local testing access. Nearest clinic 40 miles away. That's a pain point. Hello, businesses, they unaware of fines. Most don't even know that they don't even know that they DOT compliance, that they need to be DOT compliant. They don't know. That's why you got to go and educate these people. Hello. Government jobs are at risk. Okay, they can lose them government contracts. Hello. So it's so many different pain points, right? So many different pain points. At the end of the day, if you certified and qualified, you can show up and be the solution. Okay. So let's get into the training right quick. Any questions before I get off into the training? Let me look over here on YT and IG. Are you still there? Are you here? Okay, there you go. Okay. Any questions before I get off into the training? What is that? Any questions? Okay. Before I get off into the training of it. Any questions? Okay. So, guys, if you want to become a specimen collector and start your own training, okay, start your own mobile testing service, you have to take a course. I offer the qualifying course that you need to take. Can you guys see the flyer? So there's no degree required to do this. No degree. You don't have to have any prior experience. You don't have to have any medical experience. It don't matter what other type of license or skill or certification that you have. It doesn't matter. You take this course, that's what you'll need. Okay. This is an online course for self-paced learning. Online course for self-paced learning. Okay. I have students that register for my course and they pass their written exam within an hour of registering for the course. So let me explain this to you guys. Then is that when you take my course, you're going to be certified for both DOT and non-DOT. So you'll be taking a DOT exam as well as a non-DOT exam, okay? There's reading material that you look over and you take a final exam when you're done. It's very easy. A third grader can pass the test. I'm just saying, I'm a no fluff type of person, but valuable, straight to the point. Feel free to go to my profile, go to testimonials, go to my playlist, go to the testimonials. You'll see exactly how that is. Once you pass the written exam, guys, you then have to take a mock exam, So you'll actually study for your mock exam via video format. And all of that is in the training. The longest video is only 7 minutes for the mock exam. And when you get ready to, when you study your mock, you prepare for your mock, then you go to my calendar, which is located in the training as well, to book your mock exam, okay? And we will meet via Zoom. There's nowhere that you got to be. You ain't got to jump in your car. You ain't got to get on a plane. You ain't got to get on a train, okay? We're going to meet right here via Zoom, okay? And you're going to demonstrate to me that you can do these collection scenarios. You're going to demonstrate the temperature out of range. You're going to demonstrate a shy bladder, donor refused to sign, and 2 uneventfuls. Okay. And for the donor refused to sign, I just asked you, what do you do if a donor refused to sign? The answer I put in the remarks: donor refused to sign. That's it. Easy peasy. Okay. Once you're done with that, you then go back under the classroom that's in the training, and it says this is the steps that you need to take after you pass the mock, right? So you follow those steps, and then you start reaching out to the labs. In my course, in my training, I have a list of labs that you can partner with. When you partner with the labs, they're going to send you your CCF forms. They're going to send you your cups. They're going to send you your split cups. They're going to send you everything you need to do the collections and free shipping. So you don't have to pay to receive the supplies, and you don't have to pay to send the specimens back to the lab. As a collector, guys, a collection site, you're only doing the collections. You need the instructor course. Okay. Are you already certified? Are you already certified? If you're already certified, the instructor course is $500. If you're not, then you want my bundle. You want the DOT, non-DOT, and the trainer course for $600. And yes, they include the mock. Okay, yeah. So you'll go to the link tree in my bio, go to where it says website. Go to website. Go to my website. I'm not sure if that's in my link tree or not. Let me see. Let me see for you right quick. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go to my link tree. Oh yeah, if you go to my link tree, the trainer course, yeah, it's on my link tree. It's $500 for the trainer course. Okay, so They're gonna send you everything you need. So a collection. Yeah, so we're only the collection site. Okay, Denise. We're only the collection site. So we don't do no analysis. We send it off. We ship it off to the lab. Okay, so now they're very generous, right? They're sending us all our supplies. We don't have to pay for shipping. We don't have to pay to send it back. They sending us our FedEx mailers with prepaid postage, right? So now, listen, this is why the labs want to partner with us. Now, let's get into this. We help them make money and save money at the same time. Okay. So, being is that they're doing the analysis for us, they charge us a fee for that. Okay. So, depending on the lab, guys, each lab in each city, in each state, okay, in each town is different. Okay. So you can pay anywhere between $7 and up, depending on the lab. One of my students, she pays $7. I'm like, oh, girl, that's a good deal. Period. She pays $7, and it's through LabCorp, right? Some people say, oh, I couldn't get with LabCorp. Some people say, oh, I paid more. Some people say that each lab in each city is different. At the end of the day, what's you for you is that's all it really boils down to. Okay, so this is how we help them make money and save money at the same time, guys. Okay. So the lab, they have workers. Of course, they have people working there. So if their workers are there and they slow, not them slow, but the business is slow. Just they don't have no traffic. What are they doing, baby? They on TikTok. They strolling, baby. They making TikTok videos. They just doing what they do. And they like, damn, y'all, you just sitting here. You're not, bringing us an increase at all. You just sitting on our clock and we got to pay you to be here. And not only that, we got to pay you insurance, health, dental, vision, 401k. If you get hurt on a job, workers' comp, you could even probably sue them. If we fire you, now we got to pay you unemployment. They like, listen, employees are a liability, guys. This is why AI is taking over, because companies want somebody to work with no complaints. They want somebody to work without the risk. Okay. So when they partner with us, people with PhDs, poor, hungry, and determined, we're gonna go out here and work because we're getting our money, right? All we doing is paying them for the analysis, right? So we're gonna market our business. We ain't finna play no games, because on this side of the fences, uh that your bank account gonna find you out real quick. Ain't no time to be playing no games. It's cute, people post on social media. Oh, I started a business. Because as an entrepreneur, you want to make money. So when you marketing your business, you're gonna market your business for real. Hello, you're gonna go out there and make sure you're in the Chamber of Commerce, Black Chamber of Commerce. You may have a radio ad out, you may do an event, right? You may do a job fair, right? You're gonna do those things and do what it takes, because you know that you gotta make money. And this is how you market your business. You can't tell a worker to go out there and market somebody's business. They ain't gonna do it. Listen, I'm telling you from experience. They tell me to go out. I'm going to the mall. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm gonna stop at a house. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. So they're looking for people that's gonna go out here and do the work. They're closing at 5 o'clock. They're not open on weekends. They're not open on holidays. Hello. So it would cost them billions of dollars to open up 30,000 collection sites. Every company wants to expand their operation. Period. If you want to go slow, if you want to go fast, you go by yourself. If you want to go further, you bring people with you. Hello. So if they can have 30,000 partners is not a lot. Listen, across the board, certification valid in all 50 states for 5 years. All 50 states. This industry, what we do is needed in all 50 states, all across the board, everywhere, 50 states in the United States. Hello. So if they have 30,000 partners, Hello. And 30,000 partners are bringing them $1,800 a piece per month. That one lab or company is making $54 million per month. These people are super duper smart, guys. Success leaves clues. I keep telling y'all. Success leaves clues. These people are very smart. So, and it was a young lady commenting on my post. She said that she went to school for something and she was trying to get a job at LabCorp. She couldn't get a job. Well, they listen. And she felt like she went to school for nothing. Baby, you got to hire yourself because we're needed out here. We're needed in this space. Okay. My listen, if you working, you're needed. If you're putting yourself out there, you gonna get to a bag, but you have to be willing to put yourself out there. Just remember, if you're quiet, you are broke. If you're quiet, you're broke. Okay. So how do you get paid? So this is your business. So you get take cash, credit card, debit card, Square, Stripe, PayPal, authorize.net, open up you a business bank account, authorize.net, right? So just make sure that you are, I don't care how you get your money, just make sure you get your money. Now, if you get your own, when you get your own clients, you're getting paid up front. If the lab sends you customers, then they pay you. It's really up to you on how you want to do that. Me, I like to have control over my own money. I do have students, they do service clients for the labs, right? So just make sure if you service clients for the labs, you just stand on business. Don't allow them to pay you pennies because now you're trying to put me back in a worker's position, baby. I ain't no worker. I'm a boss. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends. Like they have eScreen, Inform Fox. I talked to a young lady, actually one of my students too. One of my students was set up with eScreen or 4 or 5, I can't remember. She was like, girl, they was putting me through so much and they wouldn't even paying me that much. So she stopped fooling with them. But I talked to another lady and she was set up with eScreen as well. And she was like, well, they're only paying me $11. I'm like, girl, no, don't listen. Stand on business. They need to pay you what you want. You're doing DOT testing and they only want to pay you $11. And she was like, well, I don't want to mess it up because they're the only ones sending me clients, but they're not paying you. It don't make sense. You could be out here acquiring your own clients. You could be marketing and acquiring your own clients. Tell them they're gonna have to pay you more or they can get somebody else to do it. Period. So it's up to you on what you want to do with that. Okay. Guys, at the end of the day, you only need three customers a day. If you charging 125, 3 customers a day, if you working 5 days a week, hello, Monday through Friday, that's 7,500 per month. Anything you do extra after hours, accident, weekend, whatever, then that's just extra, right? But 3 clients per day, that's all you need. That's it. All right. If you just say, you know what, I only want to make $5,000 per month, then 2 clients per day. That's it. 2 clients per day. Monday through Friday is not hard to do. Now, I know a lot of people, they be like, oh, well, I want a contract. I want to, listen. Everybody talk about government contracts. First of all, a government contract, can't nobody help you win and get no government contract. Government contracts are won by the bid. Who bids the least? That's who wins. But are you ready for a government contract? Because first of all, when you bid on a government contract, you know they don't pay out for 30 to 45 days. Did you know that? So do you want to, first of all, do you want to wait that long to get your money? Secondly, can you handle it? Because them government contracts be huge. They may want you to test 300 people, 400 people, 500 people. Can you do that by yourself? Starting off, no. You need to get some skin in the game. Be happy about your 2 to 3 clients per day. Hello, 15 clients per week or 10 per week, whatever. Be happy with that, right? Starting off with that. That's enough for you to get skin in the game, learn the ropes. You're going to be dealing with different people. You're talking to different people at different labs. It may be somebody that you like to deal with at a lab and somebody you may not. You see what I'm saying? I know when I come to I want to talk to Lisa. I ain't trying to talk to nobody else. I need to talk to Lisa. That's who I need to talk to. I need to talk to Lisa. Lisa not there? Okay. Can I help you something? No. I'm gonna wait on Lisa. Me and Lisa been working together a long time. We understand each other. I like how she works. She like how I work, and she know what she need to do. So I'm gonna contact Lisa because she ain't finna mess nothing up. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta learn these people. So don't be ready to just, oh, I want a government contract. Oh, I want to. You at the end of the day, you don't even need a contract to make money. You're just trying to make money, right? But you'll get to that point where you can bid on a big government contract. I know a lady that had a big contract, and well, I don't know her, but it was like another person talking for us. Anyway, she got a contract, but she's also a trainer. She got a contract, but she had to have surgery, and she needed someone to be able to come out and do the testing, So I wasn't talking to her. It was like a third party talking in between us. Anyway, I'm like, well, I'm not interested in going to work at nobody, work at your lab. I'm like, I will hand it out to my students, let my students do the work. And then I found out that she has students. I'm like, well, why is she not giving that work to her students? Well, she was ashamed because she didn't want her students to know that she didn't know what she was doing or she didn't need help, which was the weirdest thing I ever heard in my life. Selfish. But she's gonna end up losing that contract because she don't want to get a workout to anybody. So at the end of the day, she bit off more than she could chew, and she was selfish and didn't want to give it to her students. That's crazy to me because I'm like, I'm just running to my students, but I'm like, I don't feel. I'm like, I may have a few students that want to come in and get some skin in the game, but they're bosses. You know what I'm saying? They may not be interested in working for you for no, doing no test for no for $17 an hour, how much ever she was trying to pay, because they know that they can get the full amount. You know what I'm saying? 125, 175, or whatever it is. So just don't bite off more than you can chew. Be okay with your 2 to 3 clients per day. Coming in the gate. That's it. That's all. Market your business and the work will come. Okay. Matter of fact, she was on she told me that she had her presentation at DFACS, right? So she will be doing stuff for court orders, foster care services, case monitoring. Like, so guys, it's just, and all she had to do is put herself out there. If you put yourself out there, the customers will come. Put yourself out there and the customers will come. Okay. So anyway, also guys, you have community support free for 30 days. After 30 days, if you want to stay in the community, it's only $20 per month. Okay. If you want to stay connected to myself and other like-minded individuals, it's only $20 per month. Okay. How long I've been on here? Because I'm figuring to wrap it up. Okay, guys. So guys, if you want to be a specimen collector, take my course. You'll be certified to do DOT and non-DOT collections. Is only $400. Payment plans are available. Sizzle, Shop Pay, Klarna, as well as Afterpay. Okay. If you want to be a specimen collector plus trainer, train your own employees, train other people employees, sell your own courses as another stream of income, start your own virtual training center. It's only $600. You open up 10 plus streams of income for yourself as an instructor. Any questions? And I'm gonna go over these 10 streams right quick. Any questions? Any questions? And I'm gonna go over these 10 streams of income right quick as an instructor. Hello. And I'm going to go over that in my course. Any questions? Let me look over here on IG. Any questions, y'all? Any questions? Someone mentioned to me about ODAPC. Do you cover that? Honey, it's just the DOT regulations. People put these words out here like lawyers, baby. We cover the DOT 49 CFR Part 40. It's all in there. it's all in the course, okay? Boop, boop, boop. My training stays updated. Anyway, whenever you register for the course, there's information in there for you to stay updated on new regulations, anything that changes, anything like that. Anything like that. Do you have to have a clear waiver for non-DOT testing? That's only if you want to do instant testing, point of care testing. So if you want to cut out the middleman, then you get a clear waiver. And that's only for non-DOT. So if you get a clear waiver, which I do have that in my training as well, show you guys how to get your clear waiver. But once you get your clear waiver, that's for non-DOT point of care testing. So you'll do the instant test. But however, if the results come back non-negative, because you can't say it's positive, but non-negative, then you'll have to send it to the lab. That works well for, court cases. That works well for, what is that? What is that? Okay, anyway, that works well for temp agencies, anything that's non-DOT. So yes, thank you for your question. Thank you for your questions. So basically, we have to follow the rules of ODAPC, and that's what we do. That's what we do. And also, you will have your guide with you. So when you get into my course, you will have access to your guide that you will need to have with you everywhere you go. This is the DOT guidelines. Okay, the DOT guidelines. You need to have that everywhere you go, no matter if you have a mobile location. I mean, if you're mobile or if you have a physical location. In the ODAPC, they're only for DOT. They don't govern a non-DOT. So they're just the federal officers that make the drug and alcohol testing done right. And we don't do alcohol anyway, but they just make sure that everything is done right and make sure that everybody is staying DOT regulated for workers, like anybody, like anything for transportation. So truckers, bus drivers, aviation, anybody like that. And we just have to make sure that we follow the rules, which we do because we have our DOT guidelines, to stay compliant. So yes. Okay, so let's go to these 10 streams right quick. These 10 streams of income as an instructor. Y'all ready? Okay, so guys, you ready? 10 streams. So you're already, let me come back over here. You're already getting paid to do the collections, okay? So you got DOT, what do we say? $125 to $250. After hours, $1,000. That's just to leave out of your house for one person, okay? None, anybody else, if they got more people, then you just add on 200, 300, whatever you want to charge. But that first initial, 1,000, non-DOT, 55 to 85. After hours, $1,000. I don't care. They got it. Okay. 3 streams of income. Now that you are an instructor and you are certified and qualified, okay, let me say this part first. If you don't want to have to worry about other people, don't be an instructor. Please don't. Leave that jive turkey mess out of this industry. Please. Please. I beg of you, please. Okay. So don't be an instructor if you don't want to worry about other people. Just do your collections and go home, baby. So much money made out here in this industry. You ain't got to be no trainer. Listen. Listen. Make your bag and go to the house as a collector. Okay. All right. I just want to put that out there because we don't need no jive turkeys out here. It's enough jive turkeys out here, baby. It's a lot. So don't you be a jive turkey, okay? All right. Thank you. Okay. So now you're going to promote your course. Let people know that you have the course available, right? You're excited about it. As an instructor, you're able to reach back and pull other people with you. Baby, you got people that got degrees, can't find a job. But with this skill, they need it. So I'm screaming to the rooftop, letting people know, hey, 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 something for you. I got something for you. Period. Because I don't just sell courses, baby. I change lives. Go check out the testimonial. Okay. I create winners. I don't just create courses. I create winners. 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 Period. Okay. So you're promoting your course. And they like, hey, oh my gosh. How much do you charge, Renee? I seen that you was offering that course to be a specimen collector. Girl, I've been looking into that for a minute. But the people I've been watching, I ain't really vibing with them like that. I'm vibing with you. Your vibe bring your tribe, guys. Your vibe bring your tribe. Your tribe out there waiting on you to say yes so they can link up with you. They seen me 1,000 times, but they not vibing with me. They vibing with you, but you hiding right now. You got to come out of hiding, baby, because they ready to put into your bosom. Hello. They ready to put into your bosom because you ready to help them. Hello. So how much you charge, girl? Now listen, y'all know a lot of companies, they sell the course and it's high. Listen, the prices are pricing. Okay, baby, this course go up to the $6,000. Have y'all looked at the prices? Go look them up, okay? 4 streams of income. So somebody come to you, they say, hey, I seen that you was offering that course, the motivational link. I see that you was offering that course to become DOT certified. I want to do that. But the people that I was watching on social media, they were saying something about going to the 7-Eleven bathroom, in the Walmart bathroom to do the test. And that just didn't fit right in my spirit. You're right. It didn't fit right in your spirit for a reason. Because ain't nobody going to no Walmart and talk. You think these people shutting their whole store down and bathroom down for somebody can go in there and make some money? Absolutely not. That is people out there duplicating failure. They ain't never did a test a day in their life. But this content, okay, they ain't never did a test a day in their life. Run like the gingerbread man, baby. Can't nobody catch you. They can't. Don't let them get you. Don't let them get you. And I just heard on your live, you was talking to us about on-site testing and going to the location, to the business location to do the testing. I just learned so much from your live. So I want to take your course. How much is your course, right? I've seen non-DOT for $700. DOT, baby, I told you go up into the thousands of dollars. Okay. So that's 4 streams of income, but charge what you charge. It's your business. Okay. 5 streams of income. You may have somebody that come to you and they say, hey, I need some mentorship. I signed up with somebody, but I don't know what to do. Right? If you get into this industry and you pour into yourself, you ain't got to be, don't chase success. You don't have to chase success. Instead of chasing success, become a person of value. When you're valuable, the money will chase you down. When you're valuable, people will find you. Your name will be spoken positively in rooms you ain't never walked in before when you are a person of value, right? So that's mentorship. That's 5 streams of income. I offer mentorship as well. People book me for mentorship all the time, okay? 6 streams of income. You're going to have people that went to somewhere and took the written exam, right? But they didn't know that the mock wasn't included. So they can pay $700 for non-DOT, $900, $1,500 for DOT, and now the mock exam is like $750. They like, dang, I didn't know it was gonna be that much. But now I'm looking for a trainer that can give me the mock exam because they're not qualified until they take the mock. So they're looking for a trainer for that. So I charge $175 for the mock exam. Okay, if they're already taking the written exam. My mocks come included with my course. So you take the course, you get a mock with that. Okay. 7 streams of income. I also offer the mock preparation handheld session. This is for people that have horrible anxiety when it's time to take test. Okay. When it's time to take test. That is a download that I received. When you start doing something new, it gives birth to new money making ideas, guys. It just does. That's why it's important for you to make moves. Okay. 8 streams of income. You're going to have people that are already certified. but now they want to be a trainer. It's a young lady that was just on here and she said she wanted to take my trainer course because she's certified. Let me see if I can find her comment. She wanted to take the instructor course. There it is. I just pinned her comment. So she's already certified, right? So you have somebody to come to you, they say, hey, I want to take your course to be an instructor. I'm already certified. And my daughter, she's getting ready to have my grandbaby in Florida. So I want to move to Florida and see about my grandbaby, why my baby works, why my daughter works, but I still want to be able to make money. So I can do this as an instructor, right? And I can start my own virtual training center anywhere that I got internet. Yes. Okay. I want to do that. So my trainer course, guys, is only $500. Let me show y'all something right quick. It's only $500. Only $500. Let me show y'all right quick. But there's companies out here. See that? They charge $2,000 for the trainer course by itself. I charge $500 for the trainer course. And as you can see, I have the bundle for DOT, non-DOT, and the trainer course for only $600. So that's 9 streams of income. Let me show y'all some of y'all think I'm playing about these prices. Let me show you. Y'all think I'm playing about these prices. Look at that. DOT. Ew, look at that. $900. Y'all see that? Y'all see? I have DOT and non-DOT. It's a bundle for $400. When I be looking at these prices, I'm like, I need to go up more on my prices. I already went up once. But today, listen, y'all better catch it. Y'all better catch it while you can reach. See, mock exam, they charge $700 for the mock, right? So these are the prices that's going on out here. So catch it. I spent the block. So that's 9 streams of income, 10 streams of income, guys. As a trainer, right? You may decide that you want to do live in-person trainings, right? Which you can. One of my students, she's an instructor. She does 2 in-person classes per month. Her classes are always full, guys. Where you hustle at? So that's 10 streams of income. Put an ad in the paper. Put an ad on the radio. She markets on social media, right? If you put an ad on the radio on July 20th at the Marriott Hotel, come on down. Get certified to start your own mobile drug testing business. Only $9.99. $9.99, right? So it really just depends on you. So that's 10 streams of income. 11 streams of income, guys. Then is that I am an instructor. If you're an instructor, I'm an instructor. You offer the mock exam. Of course, you're going to sell mock supplies. So I sell mock supplies. That's 11 streams of income. Who is that trying to get on my live? That's 11 streams of income. 12 streams, guys. I offer error corrector training. I offer that as well. That's 12 streams of income. 13 streams of income. If your students or whomever book you for a mock and they don't have a donor present, they can book you as a virtual donor. That's 13 streams of income, guys. So boom, that's 13 streams of income. On top of that, guys, once you listen, that's for me, that's 13 streams of income. But guys, I also do DNA, that's 14. I also do hair, that's 15. I also do oral, that's 16. I also do a nail. That's 17 streams of income, plus other things that I have created to fill in the gaps, right? So guys, there's so much bread out here to be made. At the end of the day, the test is not hard. Getting started is not hard. It's just up to you, right? To get started. Do not allow fear to set in. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Anybody curious about the hard part? Anybody curious about the hard part? Anybody curious about the hard part? If you want to know the hard part, we'll go over the hard part. If you want to register for the course, go to the link tree in my bio. You can register there. You can take advantage of the payment plan options, Sizzle, ShopPay, Klarna, as well as Afterpay. Anybody want to know the hard part? And we'll go over the hard part, and then we will end for today. And we'll end for today. Any questions, any questions, any questions? Any questions, any questions, any questions? Okay. At the end of the day, it's really up to you. Don't procrastinate. You can do it if you want to do it. You just got to get out of the fear. You got to get that out of your mind that you can't do it, that you're only good enough to work for other people. That's the thing. We were pretty much indoctrinated to believe that. We were indoctrinated to believe that. And it's not true, guys. I left corporate America over 13 years ago. I left corporate America making $17 an hour with a negative $249 in my account. When I started my first business, I was a negative $249, but I made $2,000 my first day of business, $4,000 my first week, $8,000 my second week, because I had something to sell, for sale, of service, is something to offer to a business. Hello, thank you for the gift. And badge is something to offer to a business. But I didn't even know what I know now that I didn't know then is that I am money. When I show up, the money shows up. You are money. Satara, you're money. When you show up, the money shows up, right? There's nothing. Listen, God ain't favored me more than anybody else. I'm not blessed because that's not how God works, man. How do I do this? Hold on, let me do the little puzzle. That is not how God works. God has no respect of person. Principles, that's what I stand on. Sow my seeds, reap my harvest. I give God something to bless. Period. I stand on principles, right? I'm going to show up. I'm going to do the work because it has nothing to do with anything else. I'm applying the principles. Sow my seed, reap my harvest. We all start at zero, guys. Everybody starts at zero. Everybody starts at zilch, right? Put yourself in the vibration of success. Do the work. People be like, well, I ain't make no money today. Didn't nobody do nothing today. Didn't nobody comment on my stuff. Didn't nobody like my stuff. Ain't nobody watching my videos. Ain't nobody on my live, baby. I don't care. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna do exactly what I'm supposed to do because I'm following a principle. I don't go by what I see with my natural eyes. When you plant a seed, you don't see what's going on under the ground. But you know that bad boy gonna harvest. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, look at my tomatoes. They look so good. Look at my cabbage. Oh my gosh, it looks so good, right? You don't see what's going on under the ground when you plant, but it's working. It's working. I'm gonna continue to show up. I don't care how many people on my life. I've been doing this for 2 years, baby. 2 years. What you think I'm doing this for 2 years and I ain't making no money? Hello? Listen, I love what I do. Don't get it twisted. I love what I do, but I'm gonna love what I do and make money. I love to mentor. I love to train. I love to work for myself. I love to do all those things. But wherever I'm at, I'm gonna make money. Period. You see what I'm saying? Period. Period. Right? So I don't care if nobody on here. I'm still gonna come on here and talk and do the work, baby. I'm sowing a seed. I'm applying a principle. And principle responds to principle. Principle has no emotions. Principle does not respond to tears. Principle don't nothing. Principle is incorruptible. Principle stands on principles, period. And that's it. I just got to do the work. That's how I respond. That's how I receive. It's just by applying the principles, right? You don't have to pray for increase. You don't have to cry for increase when your discipline demands it. This is why I've been successful because I'm disciplined. My discipline demands increase. My discipline demands success. My discipline demands it. So if you're disciplined, it's going to demand it. You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to be crying. Oh my gosh. No, just do the work. Just do the work. You ain't going to fall by the wayside, baby. Just do the work. Just do the work. That's it. That's all. Just do the work. People, listen, you doing the work already, but you're doing it for somebody else. They put a cap on you, baby. You're sowing the seed. When you go to work every day, you're sowing the seed. You reaping your harvest every week, every 2 weeks, every whatever month, whenever people get paid. But it has a cap, baby. It's capping you off at $17 an hour, $15 an hour, $25 an hour, 30, whatever it is that people make out here. There's a cap. They put a cap on you. It's time for you to uncap, baby, and go out here and reap your full harvest and reach your full potential. Everybody wants to be happy in the work that they do. And in order for you to find out what it is that you're supposed to be doing, you have to make moves. Hello? You discover your passion. It does not discover you. You have to be willing to make moves, period. Movement is magic, man. Movement is needed. It's needed. If you constantly doing the same thing over and over again, you're not gonna get a different result. You're gonna get the same result every time. I left corporate America because I was broke. They ain't care nothing about me. They care about my children. They want me to see about my children. They just wanted me to come there, make them some money, and shut up. That's what they wanted me to do. I was tired of being broke. I was tired of doing payment plans, extension after extension, late notice. I was tired of that, man. I was tired of living like that. And me and my husband both work jobs and struggle until we start working for ourselves. You gotta cut out the middleman, but you gotta stop operating in fear. You gotta stop operating in fear. You have to, man. You can do it, but you gotta listen. I can't do it for you. I know you money, but you gotta understand and know you money. I know you money, but you gotta know that about yourself. I know I'm money. I ain't gotta chase no money. I am money. And I'm not a part of the hustle culture. I used to be work, sleep when you're there. No. But I rest because that's a principle. I didn't know that rest was a principle. It's a principle. Rest is gratitude. Rest is obedience. Hello. Hello. It's a principle. So I rest. I know I work and my seeds that I've sown is already working for me. So now I rest and God do the rest. I rest. I just came off. I took a week break. I took another full, damn near a week and a half break this month. You see what I'm saying? I rest. And every year with 30 days, we're going on a 30-day vacation. Probably, I'm doing another vacation in July though. But anyway, my last vacation that we went for Christmas was what we did, 30 days? We did a 30, no, it was 3, was it 3 weeks? I can't remember. But the next one gonna be 30 days. You see what I'm saying? For our big break in December. You see what I'm saying? When things slow, when the holiday come, we going on break. 30 days. You see what I'm saying? But I'm able to do those things because I follow principle. I'm a good steward over my money. I ain't used to be a good steward over my money, baby. I told y'all, baby, I done touched so much money, got it all, lost it, got it back, lost it again, got it back. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't following a principle when it comes to being a good steward over my money. So, guys, I live way below my means. Where I don't care what nobody else doing out there. I don't care. I do not care. You cannot pay me to apply no pressure to my life. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I done been there. I've done that. Faithful over a little, you'll be ruler over much. I see my money now. I ain't never used to see my money. I ain't never used to see my money. I see my money because I'm a good steward over my money now. If you're faithful over a little, you'll be ruler over much. Baby, from the outside looking in, people probably think I'm poor. Great, thank you. That's why I want people to think. Yeah, I want you to think I ain't got no damn money. That's why I want you to think thank you. Baby, I'm low key. I live way below my means. I rest good at night. No pressure. Worry about damn bill, not a one. Because if I want to rest, I'm gonna rest. If I want to go MIA for a 30-day, 2 months, I can do that. You see what I'm saying? Because I've done the work. I'm following the principle. Hello. And the God is faithful over the word, baby. Faithful over little, rule over much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You see what I'm saying? I'm standing on principles, period. So with all this stuff that's going on in this world and all these distractions and all this fear mongering, baby, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm on kingdom time and kingdom principles. And I'm unmovable and unshakable when it comes to this, period. I'm unmovable when I'm unshakable. And I hope